Welcome to Aochin's journey around Japan. I've visited Izumo twice so far, and still, my heart races each time I return to this land of myths, where the gods are said to gather. At the Grand Izumo Taisha Shrine, a massive sacred straw rope welcomes you. The air is calm and pure, the silence of the ground serene, and there's a gentle warmth that seems to embrace you. Time begins to flow slowly here, as if your heart itself is taking a deep breath. They say, bonds are tied, in Izumo, and here, it truly feels alive, not just in words. Now, let me share the charm of Izumo, where the gods descend, through stories and travel tips that might inspire your own journey. So come, let's open the door to this sacred and mysterious world together. Izumo, in Shimane Prefecture, a land where Japan's ancient myths still live on. Known as the homeland of the gods, it has long been cherished as a sacred place of divine connections and destiny. A journey that weaves together mythology, nature, and the heart. Izumo Taisha. If you visit Izumo, your journey should begin at Izumo Taisha. This ancient shrine, mentioned in Kojiki, Japan's oldest chronicle, has long been a sacred place of worship. It enshrines Okunanushi no Okami, the revered deity of matchmaking and connections. Izumo Taisha is believed to bless all kinds of bonds, between people, in work, and throughout life itself, guiding hearts and destinies together. As you step into the sacred grounds, the air begins to change, a gentle calm settles in, carrying the scent of the deep forest. The Kaguraden, adorned with its massive sacred straw rope, Shimenawa, and the majestic main hall, one of the largest in Japan, stand with a quiet dignity that commands awe. The aged texture of the wood, the play of light and shadow. Every detail speaks of a place where the gods still dwell. As you walk along the sacred approach, the gentle crunch of gravel sharpens your senses, as if the noise of everyday life quietly fades away. Especially during Kamiarazuki, the month of the gods, it is said that 8 million deities from all over Japan gather in Izumo. In this sacred time, you can truly feel that the ancient world of mythology still breathes within this land. Inasa Beach and Hinomisaki. Inasa Beach and Hinomisaki, where the sun meets the sea and the gods descend. In Izumo, ancient myths come alive along the coastline. At Inasa Beach, legends say the gods gather every year, while at Hinomisaki, the lighthouse watches over the sea as the sun sets in golden light. Both places capture the timeless spirit of Japan's sacred land. At the end of the winding road stands Hinomisaki Shrine, its vivid vermilion buildings rising boldly against the cliffs overlooking the Sea of Japan. The scene feels like a living painting, a masterpiece painted by nature and time itself. As the wild waves crash against the rocks and sunlight shimmers across the ocean, you can almost sense the ancient breath of nature and the presence of the sea gods that have watched over these waters for centuries. Wind, light, and waves, all weave together the tales of ancient myths. The coastline of Izumo is not only breathtakingly beautiful, but also a sacred place where the time of the gods still flows quietly, even today. The city and history of Izumo. In the heart of Izumo, the gentle spirit of old Japan still lingers. Strolling around the Izumo Cultural Heritage Hall and its surrounding streets, you'll find rows of traditional wooden houses, their lattice windows, earthen walls, and the soft scent of wind passing under the eaves evoke a deep sense of nostalgia. Here, visitors can experience the world of Izumo's traditional crafts, textiles, and folklore, feeling the living connection between the region's culture and the everyday lives of its people. And one place you should never miss is the old Taisha Station, a spot that stirs the traveler's heart. Its elegant, retro Western-style architecture feels as if time has stood still. With a quiet dignity, it continues to tell the stories of the travelers it once welcomed long ago. The wooden ticket gates and preserved platform details remain just as they were, making this station, frozen in a moment of nostalgia, a beloved photo spot where visitors can't help but stop and capture its timeless charm. A gentle flow of time embraces the entire town, and with every step, your heart feels a little lighter. The streets of Izumo are filled with a quiet, comforting charm that makes you forget the noise of the modern world. Izumo Soba and Sanin Gourmet. When it comes to the joys of travel, food is always at the heart of the experience. And in Izumo, the local specialty is Izumo Soba, dark, aromatic noodles made from whole ground buckwheat flour. Its signature style, the three-tiered Warigo Soba, lets you savor different flavors and toppings in each layer, a delicious tradition unique to Izumo. Another local delicacy that represents the taste of Izumo is the shijimi clam from Lake Shinji. A bowl of shijimi miso soup, with its rich and soothing flavor, gently restores your energy after a long journey. In winter, you can savor the rich seafood of the Sanin region, such as matsuba crab and nodoguro, black-throat sea perch. Conclusion. Izumo is a place where myth, nature, and the spirit of its people live in harmony. As you walk the sacred land where the gods once tread, you may feel unseen threads of destiny quietly drawing closer. The sun setting over Inasa Beach, the sacred rope swaying in the wind, and the calm flow of time, all of these will fill your heart with a deep and peaceful sense of connection. Directions and estimated travel costs, in JPY, to the sightseeing spots are provided below.